If your hair keeps breaking like that, it will look as if your hair is still at the same length for 5 years. Reduce the amount of breakage that I would have, and in turn, I would retain length. You know when most of you will come and say, oh, my hair is not growing, and I'll tell you, your hair is actually growing, but the issue is that you're not retaining length. Length retention is basically, when your hair grows, like keeping it. That's another word for retention. Keeping that length, right? So your length retention mechanism might be very bad. Like, I feel like most people don't really know how to retain length, and that's the truth. Now, it mainly boils down to how you take down your protective style. So for instance, this is my cornrow now. If I want to take it down, I would not just start losing it without applying moisture to my hair. Do you understand? I'll not take it down without putting like oil or something that would make it to be slippery. Do you understand? So if I should start loosening the hair like this as it is dry, the tendency for this tip to break off is very high, because anything that is dry has the tendency to break. For instance, your log of wood, if you have a wood that is dry, it is easy for you to break it off, right? But if it is filled with moisture, it is actually very tedious for you to break it off. So just marry the same thing together, log of wood and your hair. Your hair is prone to being dry, and when it is dry, it breaks. But when I apply moisture, oil, or whatever, leave-in conditioner, it would reduce the amount of breakage that I would have, and in turn I would retain length. Easy peasy. Just put at the back of your mind that you need moisture while taking down your protective style. If you can do this often time. So for your protective style, right, make it. You can leave it for like 3 weeks to 6 weeks depending on you. When you want to take it down, that is where the main thing comes up. You take moisture. You can spray this, you can spray your normal water. So when you leave your protective style for like the 3 weeks or the 6 weeks, right, take it down gently. Like, don't just come and you're like this, you are rushing. Where are you rushing to? You take it down gently. After you have applied your moisture, take it down gently, and you detangle with a white tooth comb. A white tooth comb, gently from the tip of your hair to the root of your hair. Don't start detangling from the root of your hair down to the tip. It will cause breakage. And the truth of the matter is, if your hair keeps breaking like that, it will look as if your hair is still at the same length for 5 years. So just take this into cognizance. I was once like you. For most of you that have been following me from way back, or you've been seeing my videos from way back, I've actually done like a comparison video where I showed you like my process or my routine then and now. Before, I usually detangle dry hair. Before, I don't apply moisture, and now that I started applying moisture, people can see the difference in my hair, right? So just put it into cognizance. Like, work with this, my people. See you in my next.
You can bank on it. You can put 100 grand on it. Anything I said, I stamp on it. In a private plane, I lamp on it. Lele oh, then they call me Bankole. Cause I walk around with the bank on him. Show them Gangnam Style, put the gang on him.